Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Crabcraft. Today, we have some stuff on our plate. Last episode, we got this ME storage set behind us, or not ME storage, refined storage set behind us, and we got a pretty big chunk of storage. So, this episode, we have a bunch that we need to get done. We probably will get through a bunch of it really fast, too, so hopefully I can get enough content for this episode. Off camera, though, I did make two things. I made this thing called an advanced wireless transmitter, which was honestly not too hard, so not really needed on camera. But basically what it does is it is just a better version of the wireless transmitter, and it can go 1,000 blocks. And I right-click this wireless universal grid on it, and now I can access my storage, wirelessly. But now I need a way to charge this. So hopefully in this episode we can figure out how to get that charged. And first things first, what I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to craft this thing called a master infusion crystal. Because you know how we have to, use all these infusion crystals just to get through, or like we have to make a lot of these inferium infusion crystals. I mean, we don't even have one right now. That's how freaking much we've gone through it. So let's make one real quick, and let's try to get this called a Master Infusion Crystal, which takes 4 of these Insanium Dust, which takes 4 of these Supreme Essences. So hopefully we can get to that. So we're going to need a whole bunch of essence. So let's go at Mystical. Let's take our Prudentium. And let's just craft this up. And we need another one, so we're going to do that real quick. And now let's grab our Imperium. Supremium. That grid out. There we go. Okay. Now we take 4 of this, make it into that. And then we take this Supremium Infusion Crystal. We make 4 of these. We take the 4, surround it, and boom. Now we don't have to worry about making these freaking infusion crystals, and now we can just take this and just craft as much essence as we want. Finally, holy. Okay, so we take this, and we craft that, and we have 32 Insanium Essence, which I don't know if we'll need it right now, but this will definitely come in handy in the future. So let's just stuff this into our storage, keep it there, and we'll come back to it when we need it. So first thing on the list here, today's episode, we will get some progress on generators, because, last episode we had a whole bunch of issues with these furnators because we just don't have enough power to power everything. Right now we are barely just have enough. So right now, I want to work on getting some generators over in that room. So we will be making our way towards the nitro reactor from power. And the nitro reactor over here, if we look at it, reactor, it generates 250,000 FE a tick. So if we go look up at power reactor, these are all the reactors. There are 7 levels, and to get to here, it's going to take a little bit of time, but we can honestly, we'll make it. We'll make it eventually, but we have to start here, which is 250 and then 1K. So I want to get this today and then upgrade it to the basic. So we can probably do that right now. I think we have basically everything we're going to need. So let's just make some of these patterns that can auto-craft it, because we're going to need these in the future. So let's just make a whole bunch of these patterns real quick. Okay, and then we're going to do this. We're going to look up the reactor. Make 36. Start. Boom, 36. And now we just need 36. Okay, so now we're going to make this reactor. We're going to need 36. We should take those 36 reactors and craft them up. Boom. Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. So this should be 4 blocks tall and 3 by 3. So I want to clear out a room here so we can get some reactors. I want to have 4 running. So let's mine this out, 4 more that way, and a bunch more that way. So I'll be back when I get that finished. All right, so we got that done. Now, if we take our reactor here and put it down right here, we should start building it. Boom. All right, so that's what we need, and we need 3 more of those. So it shouldn't be too hard. If we go over here, we need 36 times 3, 18, 90. So we need 108. So let's go 108. Start that. We have all that. Nice. So let's take those. Let's mine out this area here. All right, so let's go middle here. Let's place that down. Let's do the same thing for this next one and this next one. Boom, perfect amount. Perfect. So now we got 4 of these. Now we need to get a way to fill these up with resources. So it's going to need coal, redstone, it's called dry ice, and water. So we already have coal and redstone, so that's not too hard to come by. But what we need is ice and water. So what I'm going to make here is called a pump from mechanism. Yep, right here, electric pump. We're going to need to make this. So, all right. So we're going to need this. And to make this, we need osmium. And we need this stuff called infused alloy. So to make this, we need this thing called a metallurgic reactor. So we're going to make this real quick, which shouldn't be too hard. We have a raw osmium. Not for a fact. So we're going to take this osmium over here and shove it right into that. And we're going to come over here. We're going to mine out a hole in the back of the wall here. And then we're going to need energy conduits. Did you really just spawn on me? Oh my goodness gracious. Just put these back here, and we're going to put our thing down here. So it gets power. Now we just need to give it redstone and iron. So we're just going to take up here. We're going to go redstone and iron. There we go, and it should automatically start crafting that. And we need 2. So we're only going to put that much in there. Okay, so we're going to take this 2. I'm going to come over here, because this is almost out of power. So we're going to put this in a charger. And we need to get this pump here. So to do that, we need this thing called a steel casing, which we need steel. And to get that, we just smelt steel dust, which to make that, you just need... you just need an ore hammer, and I believe I have one, so ore hammer. We're gonna need, let's just make a whole bunch of this. Throw that in there. Okay. We're gonna craft that. And then we're going to craft this. Okay, now. Now, let's just honestly put this over here for now, because, yeah, we don't have any wireless energy at the moment. So we put this on that, and then we put an infinite water source here. Okay, so we're going to take water from the sink here. I'm just going to put it here. There. So now it should, yep, immediately start sucking up water. Now the way I want to transport this fluid is actually kind of cool. So we need to take this thing called an ender tank. And then we make these, which we need blaze rods for. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab blaze rods from the nether. And then I'll come back and hopefully we can make those. Alright, so we got enough of what we needed. So we're going to go back to Uber Hub. We'll go down where we're crafting. Then we need to take this. So we're going to make 2 of these. We want to make blue wool. So here, let's put this back in here. I'm going to take this. I also want to take wool. So I'm going to go like that. We're going to craft these, and we're going to make them both blue. Okay, so we got these two ender tanks. They're both blue. What we're going to do is we're going to put... Hopefully nobody's using this right now. Let's check it real quick. Okay. So we're going to go put it on top. Should start getting water. Yep, perfect. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come over into our reactors room. And we're going to stick it right back here. Okay, so now what we're going to do with that is we need to get fluid pumps, which we have. So we're going to do fluid in the conduits here. Okay, and then we're going to take an ender. Or maybe I have one. A wrench from Ender.io. Nope. Hopefully we can just use this one. Yep, perfect. So we're just going to take these off. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do insert on all of these. Over here, we're going to do extract, always active. I should start pumping fluid to at least one of these. Oh, there we go. Yep, water's coming through now. Just started at the very end over here. So all these should start getting water, which is just what we want. Okay, so now in the other room, right over here, I need to make a thing. I need to make this thing called an energizing rod. So we go in here and we look up at power. We need an energizing base or orb, whatever we'll call it. And then we need this. And we need some of these rods. We're just going to do that. Start. Make one. And then we're going to craft it up to this. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to go... And then... I'm going to put the rod here. The base here. And then that should be getting power. This is an insert only. Okay. Then we need to get a wireless network stuff over here. So we need to craft network transmitter, receiver, and a card. We're going to put that in there. And hopefully we don't start losing out on power. And we totally are. Okay. Well, that's super unfortunate. Okay, well, I guess we don't need one of these right now. So now we're going to take this, and we're going to make an exporter and an importer, which I don't even have an importer. Okay, take this. We're going to look down, get that thing to face down. Then we're going to take an importer. Then we need to give this a special type of, crafting recipe. So, some things I always want in my system are going to be up here. We need packed ice. So we need just ice in general. So we need ice, packed ice, and blue ice, 200 at least. And we need dry ice. We need uraninite. There we go. And we need redstone. Okay. So we need these crafting recipes for all this ice here. And then we're going to take dry ice, which is going to be a processing one. So we need to go like this, energizing. We're going to take this. And we're going to put the 3 craftable ones, not the dry ice. We're going to take the 3 craftable ones. We're going to put the normal ice, packed ice, and the that blue ice. And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to put our one for our, whatever you want to call it. And then it should start making that. And then when it's done, it should go right into the system. Perfect. Okay, so now if we check it, we check out dry ice. it should start going to here. We should be getting a lot, and these should be keeping up, which they are. Perfect. So that should just keep making it until there's at least 200 in the thing. What we want to do now is let's just connect this over here because we don't have power right now. So we want to just connect these through the wall. So we're going to put all of them like that. Just right above the red. Right above the red dot. Oh my goodness. Now what we want to do is we want to export a couple items. So we want to export coal, redstone, dry ice, and uranite. Okay. So now if we come back here, we do export coal, redstone, dry ice, uranite. It should start going into there. And it's already making power. This is literally better than all the furnators I have right now. And if we turn this to auto mode, let's turn all of them to auto mode so they're not always running. All right, there we go. And they're all making power right now, which is perfect. So right now, they're generating only 400, 500. It's going to take a second to get to its max output, but we are generating above all the power we're going to need for now. So now you might be asking, how do we get the power over there? Well, there's this mod called Flux Networks. So let's get this all off of here. This mod called Flux Networks. And I personally love this mod. This mod is perfect. So we're going to we need a basic flux storage. We need a flux controller, flux points, and flux plugs. So we're going to we need one of these, but to make these we need flux dust, and we just need a lot of flux dust. And to make it, we can make a flux bee, but I don't know if we can do that right now. It takes, to go get normal flux, we just need to go to obsidian or on a flux block, which honestly, let's get a flux block after we get this. And you just get a obsidian block and redstone. So let's get that. Okay, it's really hard to see. I don't think you guys can see anything, but this right in front of me, there's an obsidian block. There's a space between this and the bedrock, and we're just gonna chuck this all down there. Okay, so we're just gonna chuck that down there, and if we can actually get it down there. Okay, and then you literally take your fist and you left click, and boom, you got all the flux dust you'd ever need. Okay, so to make a flux block, you need these things called flux cores, and to make that you need ender. I have eyes enders. To make that, you need blaze powder. So, right now, we need to make blaze powder. To do that, we're gonna need a blaze seed, and you know, I've been holding out on this. So, if we go over here to our quests, I haven't accepted any of them. So now I can just click up here. And we just got so much. Okay, so we got mystical flower, silver, chicken, zinc. Doesn't look like we got what we wanted, which is unfortunate. But we did get a lot of other things that we will also need. So now we need to get this thing called a blaze seed. To do that, we need to take what's called, let's see here, a blaze seed. It takes soul jars, which we need a soul extraction soul jar, and we need to fill these up. Now we can come over here to power it, put it right up there, and it should get a power here. Now we should be able to make soul jars. Need 4 of them. There we go. Should start smelting all that stuff down. And if you go back into here, we get these soul jars. So we're going to take this first one here. We're going to go over here to our soul extractor. We're going to put this in here. Now, what does it take to make a blaze soul jar? So one of these equals 5. So we need 20 per. And that is 100. No, that's just 80. So we need 80 blaze rods. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over to David's place. Don't mind me, David. We're just chilling. Okay, so we... Wow, that was a real hard effort there. So we're going to take this stack here. We're going to put it here. Oh, we're going to put it there. And it's going to start extracting that and putting it into the soul jar. We should just be getting this. So now we just got to wait. It's just a waiting game now. All right. So now this is all done. So we got these 4 blaze jars. And now we're going to go up to here. We're going to take the Solium Seed base, which to make this, it just took 2 Solium dust and a Prosperity Seed base. These are for like animal seeds. So we're going to take that. We're going to make this. And it should make a blaze seed, which will come in perfect for, making blaze stuff. So we don't have to worry about that. We don't really need to make a mob farm for the blaze, but we're going to put that right there. And hopefully we can get enough blaze essence to, fulfill our flux network needs. Okay, so now what we need is to make these flux networks. So I'm going to make patterns of these because these will also be really common for what we're going to need. Okay, so we're going to throw those up there. And now we're going to need a flux. So we're going to look at that. We're going to need, let's just make 10 of these. Okay, and then we're going to need like 10 of these. Then let's look at the flux storage. We're going to try to make one of these. We're missing glass panes. And we need to make one of these. Start. And boom, nice. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to need a flux controller. Or click. We need a flux controller. And there we go. Alright, so we're going to take these flux points and these flux plugs. We're going to come over here. So where do we want to set up our power? Should we set it up? Let's set it up over here in our power room. So we're going to put the flux controller down like that. And we're going to go in here. We're going to make, up here at the top, create new network. And it's going to be private. So we're going to create that. We're going to click on that. And now it's connected. So now we're going to take this Herculean flux storage. We're going to go up here. And we're going to click on my network, and they should be connected. So now we're going to take these flux points and plugs. The plug, if you put it on a power source, it puts it into the storage here, and a point will take out of the storage. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a flux plug there, flux plug here, and a flux plug there. We're going to go on all of these. We're going to click that. All right, and with all those connected, we should just be getting power. Yep, and we're getting plus 6,000 a tick, which is perfect. Yeah, plus 6,000 every tick while it's working. Or 3,000 when it's working and it's dry. So that's a lot of power. So we can come over here. And you know what we can do? We can say goodbye to this. Oh, well, I can't. We can say goodbye to this. Now we're going to take this thing called a flux point, and we're going to put it right here in the back and connect it to our network. And boom. Power. And that should be good. So we're going to put all this in there. We don't need it. So now what we can do is we can put these back down. So we're going to go like this. Put that there and put that there. And we connect all that. We should be keeping... Yeah, perfect. Now we're going to... Whoops. We're going to go over here. And we're going to check this out. Are we gaining or losing? We are gaining at a pretty steady rate. And we're almost at 20 million. Which is perfect. it's actually working perfectly. Okay, so now what we can do is we can come over here and just put flux points underneath all of our machines. So it should still be getting power. Go over here, get rid of the rest of these. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to put a whole bunch of flux plugs back here because we want all these to be connected to my network. And boom. All right, that should do that. And now last thing I want to do with this, we're going to go into here. There's this tab called wireless charging. And I want to do, it's really hard to see right now, but there's armor slots, and I want to activate that. Curio slots, main inventory. Okay, well, that's disabled, I guess. Hotbar slots, offhand, and main hand. I want to apply that to that. Apply wireless charging. And now I don't have to worry about charging this. Perfect. Okay. What does it say to do next in the book? So we made our things. I did skip this, but we also wanted to make flush networks. And now we want to upgrade our backpack to netherite. Yes, that is something I did want to do. So we're going to take our backpack here. We're going to surround it with iron. Should upgrade it to iron. Okay, and then we're going to take this. Take gold. Okay, and then we're going to take that. And we're going to take diamond. Okay, and then we're going to take that. Before we go to Tristan's, I want to make some upgrades to my backpack. So I want to get this thing. So if we go at sophisticated backpack. Okay, well, I guess all the upgrades are right here. We need a thing called an auto feed upgrade. So we need a feeding upgrade. And I also want to get a stack upgrade tier 4. And also a tool swapper. So we're going to take those. We're going to make these. It should be too hard, so let's make those real quick. Okay, and let's just shove that all in my backpack. Down here in the bottom right. Okay, and now I don't think we'll ever need food again. And now this tool swapper is pretty cool because I'll put my tools here. And I start mining something else, it will switch immediately to that tool I need, including my sword. So now I don't need to use that many spaces. All right, so we got the backpack upgrade. Now what I want to do is I want to make a jetpack. And so if we go jetpack, so we're just going to get to diamond or emerald. Emerald's better than diamond. Okay, well, how much energy does it use? 650 a tick? Okay, we can go up to diamond. Because I want to go fast, but I don't want to go too fast, you know? So we need a diamond. We need a... No, not electrum. Gold. Then make a gold. We need a bronze. And then make... Wait, bronze? I did not want to make a bronze. I want to make an iron. And then make an iron, we need a copper one. And to make a copper one, we need a wood one. And then a diamond jetpack. Then we just throw this on our back once it's fully charged. It's literally using up so much energy right now. It's so much power. What is bro doing behind my... Anyways, guys, I think that's going to end today's episode of Crabcraft. Today, we got a lot done. And this jetpack is honestly so nice. Being able to fly everywhere and not worrying about power. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and comment what I should do next. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.